Alright guys, well that was quick. We've got our second match about to happen here. We've got one more versus Mastermino. This is going to be an interesting one, purely because I think this could be quite one-sided, but you never know with pull, right? You never know with pull. Alright, standard rules, guys. We're not playing pro rules. The reason we're not playing pro rules is because in order to make a pro rules match, you need to be a subscriber, right? So not everyone is a subscriber, so that means that that would be complicated to make sure everyone's able to play pro rules, so we're just going to go standard. Alright, so we're just about to go into the match here. Okay guys, one more versus Mastermino. So Mastermino had the break. This is going to be an interesting one, as we say. One more, just to give you guys a little bit of background, is more of a snooker player as well. Now we saw how that last game went, where the pool player pulled ahead quite a bit. Obviously won that game 3-0. So this is going to be an interesting one to see if the snooker guys can pull one back on the pool guys, right? Again, this is a first to 3 race. Best of 5, first to 3. So Mastermino is on stripes. 3 left. They're all actually in reasonably good positions here. There's a very good chance he could take this first frame. He's actually played that really well. He's now on the 12, and he can actually get a good angle on the 11 here to pot this black into this corner pocket, as we see it. And he's actually played that absolutely perfectly there, so I imagine that this actually might go, first frame might go to Mastermino here. Yeah, he's played that really well. You can see here, reasonably easy black into the corner pocket to make it 1-0 to Mastermino, and that is fair play, is what I can say. Fair play. I mean, 7 balling, 1 more. I did not expect that to happen. So yes, have to hold my hands up there and say very well played. How is the rest of the game going to unfold? We shall see. It must have actually been 1 more's break. I apologize. Came into the game just slightly after they broke. So it must have been 1 more's break last game. It's Mastermino's break this game. 1 more at the table here. Going for the stripes. Let's see how they're sitting. So I suppose the issue here really is that there's a little bit of moving of balls he needs to do here. The 5 and the 6 solids are actually blocking the corner pocket, so he needs to do something with the 11 here if he's going to run out from here. Every other ball is pretty much gettable, right? Somebody's just asking for where they can see the latest brackets. Everything's on the website, so if you just go onto the website, FODlive.com, click on view event and scroll down a little bit, you'll see the brackets, and they're all updated. So as soon as a match is played, I update them and they're all on the website, so feel free to have a wee look. Couple of balls missed there by both parties, so 1 more has got a chance here. Again, that 11 has been moved now, so it actually does pot into the same pocket that the 9 goes into. That is an issue, however. Didn't want the kiss there, and he's ended up not quite perfect on either ball. And he's going to give it back to Master here, who is going to have a reasonably decent shout here at running out, because every ball goes except for the 2. So does he leave that to the end, play it into the corner pocket and then play the bot black, or does he try and move something before then? That will be the question. He's ended up missing that, so he's passing it back to one more here. This is a bit of a scrappy game after the first one. Just going to ask everyone to make sure everyone can hear and view the stream properly. If there's any issues, just let me know. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We have a yes. All right, so this is Mastermino's got 5 balls left here, and I would say he's probably one good shot away from clearing this. This is the hardest one, and he's done that. That's a lovely shot. He's on the 4 here, and he's left himself, well, a choice of balls here. He's working his way down the table. Now that isn't, I guess, what he wanted to end up with here, because he's left himself. He really wanted the cue ball to land somewhere beside the 15 to give him sort of like 2 balls to choose from, but he ended up just hitting it slightly too much there, and but he's done well. He's put it safe. He's forced one more into like a kick shot on the 15, which he's got. But now he's left a slightly easier 1 ball to the corner pocket for Master. Let's see if he can finish this rack off. This would be 2-0, right? Just let's think about that for a second. I'm sure Master won't mind me saying this, but the rating difference between these two opponents is quite substantial in one more's favour. So if Master can win this match, it'll be a real statement. Of course, as soon as I say that, commentator's curse, he's missed the 2 to the middle, and he's given one more a very easy chance to get back in this game. As you can see there, perfectly on the 8 ball. I cannot imagine Kieran is going to miss this. And he's got that, so we're back to 1-1. Commentator's curse, it's always the way. This could turn out to be a great game. So fair play, both players, fair play. So one more has the break here. This has gone a little bit messy here. Definitely going to have to move some balls. The 14 and the 12 are not in great spots, as is the 10. There's a lot of moving around to do in this one. Let's see if he can navigate the table and run out here. I would imagine he's probably going to have to play a double here on the 10. If it actually goes past the 2, he's actually played a combination shot, and that is... Well, 1, it's amazing. 2, it's extremely unlucky because he's literally just snookered himself on the 12. Otherwise, that was a fantastic combination shot there. And he's just out of frustration, I think, had a good go at them. And he's ended up actually... I mean, he's given away a shot, but Master has a little bit of work to do here. Someone just asking for the tournament details. Yeah, sure. If you want to have a look at the tournament details, everything's on the website, fodlive.com. Everything there, from the YouTube channel to the brackets, to the event details, everything is there. Just do check out the website, fodlive.com. I think I might have missed something there, because Mastermino now has ball in hand. And considering the way the balls are set up, I mean, it's not a massive ask, but he's played actually the safety here. He wants another go at it, but this time with an even better situation for him. So he's forced one more into like a bit of a haymaker of a shot, I would call that, where he's just trying to see what happens. And he's ended up really out of position there, and not much happening. So Master's got the advantage again here in this rack. Now, a good shot here on the 6 is going to leave him both the 2 and the 3 available to either pocket. he's got the 6. Is he going to take the 2 next? I would take the 2 next if it was me. As he could also play safe off this 3 just to absolutely... Not sure what sort of safety shot he was going for there, because he's left the cut into the corner pocket. The only issue here for one more is that the cue ball is going to be going to the right side of the table, and the 8 only goes into that corner pocket, so he's going to have to play a little sort of delicate shot here where he, like, well, that's extremely unlucky, that. I'm sure he didn't think that was going to happen. Basically, what I was thinking is that a low drag shot around the back of the 8 to sort of bring him round into the middle of the table again, but it was a very difficult shot, that, actually, to land perfectly on the 8. Masters got away back in here. Okay, let's see if he can pull off a long shot here with control. He has done. This is fantastic play by Mastermino, I have to say. Hats off to him. Going up against one of the big dogs, I would say, of the tournament. And he's potted the 8 ball for a 2-1 score in the match. He only needs one more frame. Is he going to be able to get it? That's the question. Let's have a look at Master's break here. See if he can pot anything off the break. You tend to see the front balls will take a bounce off one cushion and go into the middle sometimes on the break, so almost happened for him, but he was a little shy there with the 3 going into the middle, so he's left the table to one more here. $13 is not going into that corner pocket, so he needs to be careful here. He's just going to lay it up. Yeah, he's got a difficult decision here, Master, because there's nothing really straightforward on here. Like, he's going to have to play safe, and he just needs to make sure he doesn't leave anything. Now, he's left the 15 is the issue here. There's a little snick on the 15 that's possible here. The only issue is his next ball, so he's opted to play safe, which is fair. He's opted to play safe, and unfortunately, he hasn't hit a rail, which you do not want to do in this game because it gives your opponent ball in hand. So that's what's happened here. So from here, what does he do? Let's have a look. He's taken out the 6 first. He's probably going to roll through, maybe take the 5 on. He's got lots of options here. He can play the 7, he can play the 3. The 4 and the 2 are in positions where once you pot one of them, the other goes. So he can pot the 4 and then the 2 will go, or he can pot the 2 and then the 4 will go. So a few options here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that shot now. He's left himself kind of with an awkward one now because he's got to take on either the 1 or the 5 here. He's opted for the 1. Actually, that's worked out. That's worked out pretty well for him now. He can either play this 5 and break up these balls, or he can try and somehow get onto one of them. I actually prefer breaking them up. Yeah, he's done well there. I think that's the right move. He's actually ended up in a really good position here. He can pot the 4 into the corner pocket, the 2 into the opposite corner pocket. The 8 does not go into that corner, as you can see. So he's going to have to play it in this other corner. So he just needs to stun this across the table, maybe land somewhere in line with the 15 ball. He's gone the other way. He's decided to backspin that, and I'm not really sure why he's done that, but I tell you what, I'll tell you that, folks, that is one of the best performances I've seen from a guy who's rated 300 and whatever it is on FlyOrDie pool. So grats to Mastermino. He's gone against the grain and he's beaten one of the big dogs. So big win there for him. Unexpected, very well played. And Kieran there with the good game, pal. Good luck with your next game. Glad to see that. Good sportsmanship. And listen, one more is an unbelievable snooker player. One of the best actually in the game. So we can't really say too much about that other than thanks for actually filling in, playing the tournament. I'm sure he'll come back and show us some of his snooker skills whenever we do some snooker related tournaments. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. We're going to leave it there and I'll catch you for the next game. Appreciate it, guys.